Hi, I'm clinical hypnotherapist Stephanie Conkle, and today I am going to answer the question for you. Is doing online hypnosis safe? Is specifically the hypnoerotica. So I know that sounds, might sound funny to some of you or weird and if you're a child, please go ahead and turn off this now because I'm going to be talking about some sensitive issues. But for some of you, you're really interested in hypnoerotica, you're really curious about it, and there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I hold no judgment at all. If you love hypnosis and you love erotica and you want to marry the two together, I think it can be a wonderful, enjoyable, and pleasurable experience. But you just have to know that there are some dangers out there, and that's what I want to kind of help warn you about. If you're an adult and you're of the age of consent and you consent to it and the hypnotist consents to it and the hypnotist is an ethical hypnotist, I think that it can be a really amazing thing to do. I think it can be a wonderful experience for you. However, there are hypnotists out there who are online who are not so ethical, and they're really out to get your money is what they're doing. And let me tell you how this works. So, and I'm not trying to discourage you from doing hypno erotica. If that's your thing, cool, do it. I have really good friends who are hypnoerotica therapists, and they're great at what they do, and they're really ethical. And I'm not talking about them. But there are hypnotists online, mostly female. There are some males, but I'm finding, well, most men who contact me are coming to me because a female hypnotist online hypnotized them and was not very ethical with their hypnosis. And so this is the whole reason why I'm making this video today, is because every year I get a fair amount of mostly men, sometimes women, but mostly men who come to me and say that they were hypnotized by some female hypnotist, or I'm going to put quotes around that hypnotist, because I think that there are some people out there calling themselves hypnotists, but they haven't been properly trained in hypnosis. They know just enough hypnosis to be dangerous, or they don't know any hypnosis at all. Or some hypnotists know a lot of hypnosis and they're really good at what they do, and yet they're not ethical and they're taking advantage of people. And I just don't want you to be one of those people who get taken advantage of. But this is how, they work. So if you find a hypnoerotica hypnotist online, just make sure that they're very ethical, and make sure that other people have had good experiences with them, because this is what typically happens with some of those people. Um, the hypnotist will get you feeling really good about yourself in hypnosis. You'll have really wonderful, like, maybe hypnotic orgasms. It'll feel very, very pleasurable to you. Just the act of being hypnotized in and of itself activates and stimulates the libido. And, hypnosis has this almost like addictive quality to it. Once you're in it, it feels so wonderful that, some people actually do get addicted to hypnosis, and they're called hypno junkies. But anyways, they'll get you feeling really good about hypnosis. Some of you guys want to be controlled, by a powerful woman, and so you allow that to happen. And so what the hypnotist is going to do at that point is she is going to put you under what's called a hypnotic seal. Um, and that means that she's going to give you commands, and she'll call them commands. I'm going to call them suggestions. But she'll call them commands. She's going to give you the command that you will, that no other hypnosis will work on you, that she is the only one who can hypnotize you. No one else can hypnotize you but her. And that is called the hypnotic seal. Luckily for you, if you found this video, it may have been for a reason, because I know how to break hypnotic seals. So a hypnotic seal is not forever. So if you've been placed under hypnotic seal, you're in luck because, you know, I can help you with that. And feel free to contact me, message me personally, or at my website, clearliferesults.com. Just send me a message or set up a phone consultation with me, and I'll help. You know, I'll help you. I will break that seal, and we will take that old programming out and put some new helpful programming in. Okay, so the programming, let's talk about that. What programming do they put in you? So what happens is they put you in this hypnotic seals, and no one else, so you think that no one else can hypnotize you, okay? And then they will give the commands that they have control over your orgasms, or how hard your penis becomes, or any number of things. And so they may say that, you know, you, unless you pay me X amount of money, let's say, unless you pay me $1,000, then you will no longer have a full erection. You can no longer get fully erect or have an orgasm, or whatever number of things they want to tell you, unless you pay them a certain amount of money. And then what happens? You don't have that kind of money. You can't pay them. Now you're like stuck. And so that's certainly what it feels like to a lot of people who don't know that a hypnotic seal can indeed be broken. If this is you, if you need help with that, feel free to contact me. Like I said, go to clearliferesults.com and send me an email message, or you can set up a phone consultation with me and I'll help you through that. Now, having said that, not all online hypnotists who do hypno-erotica are bad. Like I said before, I have some very dear friends who are in this line of work, but they're very ethical, and you know, you can talk to their former clients who will, you know, say good things about them because they are good people. So I'm not talking about them, but I'm just saying, make sure that you do your homework. Make sure that you not just feel comfortable working with them, but that you really know their background. If there's any way you can contact people that they worked with before to ask them, you know, ask them if that hypnotist was ethical, then yeah, then I would feel safer going with an online erotic hypnotist. So again, the only reason why I'm even doing this video is because I'm getting so many requests for this, and I have to undo all of this faulty programming, and it's just a shame. It's horrible. It's what gives hypnosis a bad name. And you know, I love my profession. I love hypnosis. I love what hypnosis can do, how powerful it is, how healing it is. And, you know, I just want people to really know that hypnosis is a wonderful tool to use. And I don't want you to get caught up in a trap by going to a bad hypnotist. And hypnosis is a tool just like anything else, right? So it can be if it's used the way it's intended to use, then you're going to be not only fine, but you know, the best version of yourself. But if it's used in the wrong way, then unfortunately that could harm you a little bit too. So just be careful of that. And so that's my sort of my warning to you. Feel free to use hypnoerotica, just make sure that you're doing your due diligence and that you know who you're working with, you know who your hypnotist is. Make sure that they're an ethical hypnotist, and then just have so much fun with it.